Paul against Walker. Picked by Griffin. And the foul on Al Jefferson.
Al Jefferson. That's his first personal foul.
Paul against Walker. Pierce for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Paul dishes to Griffin. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Al Jefferson.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. A shot by Batum, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Griffin kicks to Paul. And it's Pierce in the corner with the shot. Back to Griffin. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul. Rebound by Williams.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Walker kicks to Williams. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Griffin against Williams. Griffin down low. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues in interviews. He was engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Batum passes to Williams. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now, here's Batum. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Shots good by Walker.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Pierce over to help. Outside Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around.
Hey.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and #1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
We talked about the difficulties of facing a player like Chris Paul, and he said that what makes Paul so incredible is his court vision. He explained that there haven't been many players like Paul who can pick a defense apart with both his passing ability and his patience in the offensive sets, saying really, he can just wait you out until he sees a weakness, and that's where he attacks.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Paul. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Stolen by Walker. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Heat.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together. Wow, you don't see them make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Here's Pierce. Misses off the right iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. And Griffin sends it back. Batum with the steal. Here's Walker. He feeds it to Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker's got his second bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Batum against Redick. Jordan the screen, and Griffin slams it in.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And it's Walker penetrating, shoots from the baseline. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. 17-foot shot on the way. Williams against Griffin. Jordan the screen. 5 to shoot. Shot off the pick. That one a little long. Charlotte shooting to start out this game about 43%. Here's Walker, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with...
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run, has nothing left to prove in the NBA, and I would say of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey. But you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career. And also, for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game, if you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
Griffin with the steal. 3-on-3. Redick with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Jordan, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Now here's Batum. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the third best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit. Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Griffin against Williams. Redick is in the corner. Puts it up. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Puts it up from 12, and Jefferson sends it back. Here's Walker. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a cold night for just about everybody.
Now here's Pierce. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Pierce against Kidd-Gilchrist. The shot by Pierce will not go. Hornets trail by 5. All going up court. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Walker.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Pierce. 5 points in the game. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Got a piece of it. They get it back. And that one's good. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Ball goes in, kicks to Redick. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time.
J.J. Redick.
Hornets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
And you know, it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attack.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist, and he banks in the layup.